Hello Dicers, my dream chasers. Welcome back to Dice Decide. So in this video, I'm going to talk about the pros and cons of life in India. So let's just start off with the cons. So yes, India is very trashy. I'm just going to say it. Straight up, it's very trashy. There's plastic bags, there's cardboard boxes, there's plastic bottles scattered on the streets, tons of like different food boxes, you name it. You know, it's just tons of stuff all over the streets, everywhere you go, even on the beach. Some guy even suggested for me to throw my plastic snack bag I had. Like I was finished with my snack and he was like, I'm like, what? No, I'm not gonna throw it. I put it back in my backpack. It's like a normal person, right? Like I don't want the beach to be trashy, but it is. Like all of the sand is full of like plastic bags and stuff. And it's not nice. I wish India would clean up more, fix this problem of trash everywhere. But you know, after a while I've even gotten used to it. Not to the point where I would litter, but I'm just used to the sights, like I don't even really mind it anymore, but it's still not nice, especially on the beach. It doesn't feel right at all. So yeah, another con is it's insanely loud here. Like there's cars all over the streets honking and motorcycle engines and there's like people talking on the phone loudly because they have to be loud so people hear them in the streets, and it's just like there's so much going on and it's so chaotic in the cities. So that's another con, it's just intense. It's the loudness. When I lived in my other place, I've moved to a different place now, but in my other place I lived right next to some sort of temple, I guess, and they would always, after each sunset, they would play these bells, like ritualistic bells and even horns, really loudly for a long, like extended period of time. Like I think it was half an hour each time they started ringing the bells. And I was working because I do like surveys on the phone, and it was just hard to concentrate. I couldn't even hear my own thoughts, honestly. Every time they started playing those bells, it's just, it was not really a nice experience. It was interesting, first time I heard it, but every night, and it would happen multiple times. It's like right outside my apartment door. So yeah, that wasn't a very pleasant experience. So yeah, India's very loud, especially the cities. I mean, I guess in a village it's not very loud. But I haven't been many places, I've only been in the city for now. And the last con I'm going to mention is there's food beggars on the streets. There's plenty of people who are like they're trying to get you to give them either money for food or just food in general, I suppose. But yeah, I met quite a few of those, and like I don't know what to do. Like I mean, I want to help them, but it's like, if I start giving like money to people, next time they see me, they're gonna ask for, well, they're gonna ask twice as much, and they're gonna be like following me or something. I don't know. I haven't tried it, nor do I want to try it. I just feel like that's what will happen. So I feel like it's dangerous waters to tread. Because, yeah, they might get attached to you whenever they see you on the street again. They'll be like, hey, you have money. You've given me money before. Like, yeah, I don't even want to, like, give anything. Though, I'm sure I could. If I was in a place that I knew I wasn't going to return, then sure, I could help some people a little bit. But the best way I feel like I can help people is to buy people's products, you know, because there's a lot of people selling statues they've made or different things like sandals. I bought some sandals, or just a lot of people selling food. So I think that's the best way to help people because they're also out there just trying to make a living. And so if you can have a trade instead of just giving your money away, I think that's way better. And I feel like the people who are begging for money should try and do the same, like they should try and provide a service. So yeah, so that's the last con. So let's move over to the pros. What do I like about India? Well, everything is so cheap here. Like the prices are mind-blowingly cheap for me from Norway. Man, let me tell you. You can buy a ton of vegetables, about like 4 tomatoes, about like a cucumber, a bell pepper, 2 onions, and a cabbage. And so for all of that, I paid €1 or 88 rupees. And so, yeah, it's like so much for just €1. You couldn't buy that much in Europe. So, yeah, I was just amazed by the prices here. And guys, a bus ticket. I drove like 40 kilometers and the price was 43 rupees. That is 52 American cents for a bus ticket for 40 kilometers. That is 20 times cheaper than the same distance you would travel in Norway. So just imagine that. The same price you traveled somewhere in Norway, 40 kilometers and back. Instead of doing that in Norway, you can do that 20 times here, the same distance. You can go back and forth 20 times for that same price. You would only do it once in Norway. And that's, stuff like that just blows my mind, but yeah, it's just weird. It's so weird to me. Like, I love the cheapness here, but anyway, yeah, the people are very friendly here. They're so friendly, helpful. Like, I went to the store today and they were just so willing. Like, they didn't ask me right away, but after I was looking around for a little while, they were like, well, is there anything you need? Like, and they just started helping me so much. I just said, like, I wanted some certain food, and they would, like, go around and look for that specific food for me. And it was not just one person, literally all of the people in the store started like, yeah, we have this, and you do want to see that, and like all of the people in the store is like, that would never happen in Norway, let me just say. It's just so nice. Like, every store I go to, they're just so willing to help, and it's just, I'm just not used to that. It's very nice. Indians are great. And not just stores, like there's auto drivers, those orange 3-wheelers that work like kind of like taxis, but I mean, they're cheap as well. And yeah, they always want to give you a ride. They even ask you, like, do you want to go somewhere? Do you need to go somewhere? Like, it's just, sometimes they just pull over next to you on the sidewalk, like, do you need to go somewhere? And I had to say no more times than I had to say, yeah, I'm going somewhere. Because, I mean, they're just out there hustling. I mean, they're just trying to make a living as well. And it's fine. I don't mind walking places. If it's not too far, I'd rather walk than completely turn out my wallet. So, yeah, I don't mind walking. I do like taking the auto drives whenever I feel like I walked a lot and I'm just tired, and just have them take me somewhere nice. And yeah. So it is nice that there's like all these auto drivers everywhere. It's easy to get a ride. So yeah, very friendly people indeed. I mean, the auto driver is like, it doesn't usually have navigation, so whenever he gets to an area you're trying to go to, he starts asking all the different locals. It's like, that would never happen in Norway. Norwegians are just introverted, you know. But here it's like, they don't mind talking to people. They love talking to people, it seems. And they get help, and they always ask for that specific like address, and I've never gotten lost. We've always found the address. So yeah, it's just such a different life here. There's so many things that are different. And I mean, Indians in the streets, they're just so like, they're just friendly. They like to wave at you, or they're just smiling in general. and they're just happy people. Like they also do that head bobble thing, like it's very specifically Indian thing. It means okay or thank you, or it's used when they're like okay, sounds good or something like that. Yeah. So yeah, it's just such small details like that is making this place so unique, I think. And yeah, another pro is the food. I mean, the food is really nice. I mean, they like to add a lot of spice, so I try to stay away from that because I can't handle the spice. I mean, I'm getting more used to it now, but I had some spicy, I think it was mutton, and it was hard to finish it. It was just so spicy, some of the foods here. So in restaurants, I try to ask for like low spice. I don't mind a little bit of spice. I actually like spice when it's not much. And so, yeah, but the food is very good. It's very tasty. I've had fried rice, and it's just very, very good. I mean, what else is there to say about that? I wanted to mention the juices. The juices are out of this world. Like I've never tasted such freshness and tasty juices. I've tried watermelon, oranges, and apple juice, and they've all been so fresh and tasty. And seriously, every country I've been to, I haven't had such a tasty juice experience as here in India. So yeah, that was amazing. So yeah, there's just so many good things about India. I mean, all the cons I mentioned, they don't outweigh the pros, not even in the slightest. Like, you get used to the loudness, you get used to the trash. Yeah, so it's fine. I love India. In general, it's very nice. And the weather, I mean, I'm so hot today. It's December 20th. I'm walking in the sun, I'm like, how's this possible? So yeah, that's pros and cons of life in India. I've only experienced it in a town, so life in the rural areas would probably be quite different. But yeah, from my experience here in Chennai, this is what I have to come with. So yeah, hope this gave you a better view of India, like a more understanding of what happens in a town in India. If you're Indian, thanks for watching this. You're probably interested in what a European thinks about India. This is my first few weeks in India, and I love it. I love it here. I honestly feel so happy. I moved to a new place now, and it just feels like home away from home, you know? And yeah, all I'm gonna say is I'm happy. And that's all you should try to achieve in life. Just content with life. Simple as that. Okay guys, that's it for now. If you enjoyed, leave a like. That's not my outro. I'm gonna do my outro now. Remember to gently tap that like button, ring that bell so you don't miss an upload. And thanks for watching, Dicers. Hope you have a fantastic rest of your day, and I will see you next time.